Hey, so we are back with DanPlays, and this time we have another role-playing game. This is Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. Back when I did my Chrono Trigger video, I was mentioning, kind of a golden age for Squaresoft games. And I mentioned, even some of the lesser games were good, and I singled out Final Fantasy Mystic Quest as one of those. So yeah, I always thought this was a good game. It's one of those that gets differing opinions and things like that, but I always thought it was fine. It's designed as a beginner's RPG. It's kind of a spin-off of the Final Fantasy mainline series. But nothing wrong with that at all. So we'll talk more about, the game's background and such as we go on. Here is my cartridge's save screen. I bought this used, years and years ago when I was a teenager. I think I bought it probably... I played Final Fantasy 4 and 6 first, and I bought this used from Electronics Boutique. I didn't really know what it was at the time. It just, said Final Fantasy, so I bought it. And at least one of these files, Sir Levi, is actually the file that was on the cartridge when I bought it. So this is, somebody else's file from 30 plus years ago that I never deleted, and the game still has its original battery, which still works. Watch it die, halfway through this playthrough, since this will be a multi-part thing. But, yeah, it is still its original battery. That's, some guy's game, some kid's game at the time from the 1990s that's still on here. The Jonathan file, I think, probably is my buddy John's. Although I don't know why he named the guy Jonathan, because his name, it is J-O-N, but it's not short for Jonathan. It's just J-O-N, so I don't know why, if that is his game, why that's, spelled out like that. I don't think that was already on the cartridge, but, I think I only kept that first one. I'll have to ask him, actually. He'll probably watch this video, so, let me know. And then, this last file, that's mine, obviously. I don't know when it is. The character's default name, by the way, is Benjamin, or at least that's what it is in the manual. But we'll start new. We'll save over this Dan file. We'll start new. I'll go with the, what his name is supposed to be. Benjamin. There we go. Just fits. Much longer letter limit than, most of the Final Fantasy games at this time. I think, 5 and 6 had a 6-letter limit, and that was about the highest. But, yeah, anyway. So yeah, this was made by a different team than the, many of the major names that worked on the Final Fantasy games at the time. Hiroshi Yamauchi didn't work on this. It was, let's see, I'll look it up on Wikipedia. Directed by, forgive me if I mispronounce any of these, but Kauze Ide was the director. Chihiro Fujioka and Yoshihiko Meikwata, probably, were the writers. Ted Woolsey did the translation. The music composers, not Uematsu, it's Ryuji Sasai and Yasuhiro Kawakami. Whatever else you say about this game, the music is awesome in this. It's, very rock and metal inspired. So we'll hear a lot of that as we go on. So, again, if nothing else, great soundtrack on this game. So anyway, this place is going to sink any second. Let's climb up quick. My village is gone. What on earth is going on? So we're not in control yet. This is just a cutscene. So this actually has some adventure game type additions to the, overworld travel, where you can jump, certain weapons you can use, hello Tabby, certain weapons you can use on the overworld to perform different actions. You get like a grappling hook, kind of like the hook shot in Zelda. So it's definitely different, and again, it's designed to be a beginner's RPG. RPGs weren't really a big thing. They were very niche still in the US. Final Fantasy IV had come out already when this game came out, and Final Fantasy IV was released in the US. A lot of people think it was the easy-type version from Japan, which it's not. The US version is kind of its own thing, mainly based on the Japanese easy-type version of the game, but it does have some other changes taken from the original version, I suppose. So I guess that had been an attempt to lure American and Canadian gamers to Final Fantasy IV. And before that, there were other attempts at trying to get people into RPGs in the US, notably Dragon Warrior 1 being given away with subscriptions to Nintendo Power. Nintendo Power and other magazines certainly pushed RPGs, and some of them did well. Like, the first Final Fantasy did fine. The first couple Dragon Warriors did okay. Final Fantasy IV and 6 did okay. We didn't get 5 here, of course, at the time. But it really wasn't until Final Fantasy VII that it really moved from being a niche genre in North America to, you know, a mainstream one. So it was, you know, not during this console generation it would turn out, but this was an attempt to lure American gamers to the RPG genre. Whether it served that purpose or not, not really, but I think it is a good game in its own right. Look over there, that's the Focus Tower, once the heart of the world. An old prophecy says the Vile Four will steal the power and divide the world between 4 doors. And by the way, wrestling bookers, you need a heel stable name, the Vile Four. It's right there. That time the night will appear. The prophecy has now come true. 4 monsters have locked the doors to the Focus Tower and escaped with the keys. They're draining the light from the 4 crystals of the earth, and the world is in chaos. So they're going with the crystal theme, which the previous Final Fantasies, they come out in the US, I guess the ones that were only in Japan too, all dealt with the general theme of crystals. That would kind of, I would say, go on the back burner a little bit with 6 and 7, but not really, because Final Fantasy 6 did revolve around Magicite, and 7 revolved around Materia, and for all intents and purposes, those were crystals. So the crystal theme was still present, even after Final Fantasy 6. But I would say it kind of went a little bit on the back burner. But before Final Fantasy 6, they always had a crystal theme, and even Mystic Quest picked up on that. This, by the way, was released in Europe as Mystic Quest Adventure, so it didn't have the Final Fantasy name there. And in Japan it was actually called Final Fantasy USA Mystic Quest, because it was originally designed for the American market. Alright, so do we have control here? Yes, we do. It's a little different battle style, where it's, you know, kind of over-the-shoulder view. You also only have a maximum of 2 characters in this game, so you'll always have Benjamin and different support characters join as the game goes on. A neat touch is that the monsters' graphics take battle damage as the fight goes on. You can change, he has a life bar down there, you can change that to just a number, and I'll probably do that, because, you know, having a numeric hit point gauge, I think, works better. Certainly what everyone was more used to at this time. But you said you were sure I was the one. Well, actually, it was more of a guess. And there it is, there's the Shrug of Heroism, which is, you know, kind of the common response this guy has. The Shrug of Heroism again. So, I think when we get to the forest, we actually get full control here. Yeah. Alright, so first I'm going to go to... Actually, that's the save menu, so I will drop a save there while we're there. So, customize. We'll do figure for the life gauge, for sure. Control auto or manual, that's for your secondary character. I think it actually defaults to auto control for them, but you know, it's better if you control them directly. I think the rest we can keep as it is. You don't have to buy weapons in this. When you find new weapons, they just replace the old one in your inventory. Right now we just have the steel sword and the steel armor. No spells, but your main character does get a fair number of spells as it goes on. Alright, so we'll go into the forest. And if you push A, so you can use your weapon outside of battle. So I will admit, I forgot a lot of this. I haven't played this in a long, long time, so I have forgotten it, and some of the humor's kind of working for me. Save the Crystal of Earth. See ya. Thanks for that. Alright, so I think the only thing we can do right now is talk to this guy. There's also no random battles. The monsters show up on the overworld. Kind of like in Chrono Trigger. The monsters appear on the overworld. You can avoid some of them. Others, or play C, can't avoid them. That's right, you have to jump over that guy. This chest with some cure potions in it. That should be useful. And it looks like we're looking for somebody named Kaylee. So Foresta here. Bone dungeon. Sorry about that. Fortunately, you can't actually hurt anybody with your sword outside of battle. So, the Hans Mole Man effect. Smoking has ruined my life. I'm 36 years old. I think the stump on the left is actually the house we're supposed to go in first. But rob some chests here. I will partake in that, since my health was, from that introductory battle, was already halfway gone. So I think this, if I remember right, and I could be remembering wrong because again it's been easily over 10 years since I played this. Yeah, this is Kaylee. She's gonna be our first party member. See, Kaylee's set to auto battle, but if you push the Y button, you can switch it to manual. Again, want to do that, so we have full control over her. She has a cool glowing orb in her bedroom. Not as Captain Cap. So I don't think we went in this house yet. Yeah, I think we have to actually go around the house to the hidden door on the backside. Oh, we have to hop over those logs there. So yeah, it's kind of, this first town is kind of teaching you to use the out-of-battle controls, and that's our cure spell. That'll be useful. I actually forget, does Kaylee have any magic? She has a life spell. What does she have for equipment? Magic ring, Relica armor, and her axe. No run button, unfortunately. But yeah, it's, I was just thinking, it's kind of unfortunate that Square has kind of... just kind of ignored this game. I guess, you know, it didn't have the best reception, I guess, and... like, I don't think they've ever put it on, and I could be wrong on this, I don't think they put it on virtual consoles. Maybe they did on the Wii, I don't think they have on the Switch, and I could be wrong on that, too. Yeah. It is, in some ways, kind of a lost Final Fantasy game. Probably the brownies here are more dangerous, so we'll hit them first. Kaylee's doing actually substantially more damage at the moment. She starts at a much higher level than Denny here does. Actually hit the one that was already damaged, even though Kaylee can probably take one of these out in one hit. Grab that chest because it respawned. So. Just that first level up seems to have made Benjamin substantially stronger than he was at level 1. And yeah, the first few levels he's gaining fast, so that's good. So you saw there was that glowing tree at the top. That's what we actually want to go to, but there's a chest over here if we fight through this line of enemies. Oh yeah, now he's one-hitting these things. Cure potions. There's a chest here, so we'll get that first, and then we'll go to the glowing tree. This is, as I recall, not a particularly long game either, so this will definitely be a multi-part thing, but it won't be as long as Chrono Trigger. I'm thinking maybe like 5 episodes. We'll find out, obviously. some heal potions. Alright. Evil tree. How awesome is that battle music? The boss theme here. The regular battle music's good. It's a hard hit. He's taking some damage now. I can see the sprite change. Got him. It's first boss, so it's not a huge achievement, but... See, the axes are... I mean, certain enemies are weak to certain types of weapons, too. The axe is also useful outside of battle for cutting down trees. But yeah, like, say, this tree folk guy, the man plant, he's gonna be weak to the axe. The overworld map kind of works, frankly, like the new modern Final Fantasy games do, and at least like 10 did, and what I've seen of 13, and, well, I guess 13 was really just a long hallway, but, yeah, it's a kind of linear map. You can't freely roam it. It just has a track you walk around on, basically. And it has these battlefield locations, which, when you clear them out, give you special items, maybe extra experience, too. I don't remember what all they give you, but it's a good way to get experience, or poison, so... head back to town and use that bed to sleep in for free real quick. With the poison, you don't actually take damage, I don't believe, outside of battle, like you do in other Final Fantasies. Assuming she lets us use it. And the chests respawn too, so we can steal more of this guy's cure potions. He just replaced the ones we stole the last time. Could actually check in at Carrie's house too. That's a happier response than I expected. I think you can actually even cut down the smaller trees in town here, so just to show what the axe does. There might actually be a chest hidden here, yeah. Is there anything else hidden here? Now that we have the axe. So. Alright, so do the rest of that battlefield there. Come on, Benjamin. Let him put you in a full Nelson. Come here. Come on. I am poisoned already. Should probably take those frogs out first, actually, since they're the source of the poison. Yes, I see you. Wow. Settle down. HP is starting to run low. Let's see if we can do these last. Oh, come on, Benji. Come on, Benny. Ooh, 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 ooh. So, yeah, I guess that particular battlefield was just extra experience, but I think there are a couple that you get items from, if I'm not mistaken. What items? I don't remember. So, go up here. There is a battlefield over to the left, but we can't go to it yet. So I think this is where we get our next support character. Looking for some cure, kid. What is it? Pot, you know, marijuana. Benny's in the jam, what should he do? Tristram. And he basically told us to do the battlefield first, so might as well. Tristram starts, he actually has a limited weapon, his ninja stars, but he starts with 99 of them, and I don't remember ever, you know, running out of them or anything. For some reason, I was thinking for a second that this did the Final Fantasy 1, you know, ineffective attack thing, but it doesn't. If you attack an enemy that gets killed, it just goes to the next. Come on. Two more. I think we can, even though we're both poisoned now, I think we should probably be able to clear this out before needing to go back to that free bed. The battlefields are a little repetitive, admittedly. So we want a charm, so see what that does. Yeah, just a little defense boost, I guess. It's something. actually go back to the forest and get those heal potions that should have respawned also. Level up for Benjamin, that's good. There. I meant to save my game. Alright, so let's do the bone dungeon. I don't remember which way to go here, so we'll check the sides first because I think that moving sand, you know, physically moves you. Restock on ninja stars for Tristan. So yeah, I don't remember ever running out of them when he's in your party. Even though he does technically have a limited weapon. Does he have any magic, incidentally? He has the life spell, too. Well, I guess that's just where that moving sand comes out. Might as well fight through all of these. I mean, they're easy enough and the experience for it. There is another chest on the right. Stars again. maybe you won't poison us. Alright, so... I know we can just avoid these guys, but... Prefiguring some turtle jumping in Final Fantasy VI. So I guess we have to go in the water now. Is there like a hidden chest, maybe? Maybe not. Seems like there should be something there. You can actually, I believe, use the bombs in battle as a weapon, too. Of course, they're limited. actually try hitting one of these, hitting these things. Actually, I guess the bombs hit both. But yeah, let's see how that works on these. Yeah, I guess they're not specifically weak to it, but it did do some good damage. This guy's already back as a regular enemy. So let's see if the life trick works like it does in other Final Fantasy games. Yep. Since that was an undead enemy. Horn Skull, wasn't there a boss in Super Contra, Super C that kind of looked like that? I didn't mean to do that. The seeds do. Nice Quake spell. Alright, so obviously this is the boss up here. So... Seeds might cover magic points, actually. That sounds right. Anyway. Alright, so here we go. Might as well try out our new Earth spell. Ooh, that's a bad hit. This bone missile. Quake too. Yep, out of MP from that. It's kind of Final Fantasy 1 style, which in turn is, you know, Dungeons and Dragons style, where basically each spell has limited uses, rather than an overall magic point. Amount. Using one of those seeds, because again, I think that is recovery for magic. Yes, it is. Too difficult. I believe you do eventually get that grappling hook. I guess you can't actually take the crystal, which seems like it would be a good idea to do, because, I mean, in other Final Fantasy games, they're always being stolen. So we'll just have to make our way back out, and fortunately we already cleared out all the enemies, so... We don't have to fight any of them with just one character. Actually, we can just ride the sand. There we go. Spencer? Is that like your boyfriend or something? I mean, I did just go through this bone dungeon to get this for you, but you can go visit Spencer. That's fine. Benjamin got friend zoned. Mother doesn't even say thanks. Oh, so these people are young again. Looks like the Ness from Earthbound. This kid on the little island. I was thinking Kaylee rejoined. She does eventually, but I guess not yet. Kaylee won't even let us use that other bed. I guess that's the mother's bed, but still. Have to go stay in this random person's bed. Stop in that forest and get... I wish there was a better source for them, but get more of those heal potions too. Ah, come on. See how dirty your face is in the well water. Come, wash your face. And it's something to that effect. It's the what it says if you talk to the well in Final Fantasy 1. I know, I didn't quote it exactly. So yeah, you can see now that we saved the Earth Crystal, the forest is nice and green again. Tam was too. So let's see if we can wipe these all out at once with the bombs. Yep, there we go. Save ourselves some time that way, even though we're using up a few bombs in the process. Choppy. Alright, save again, just for kicks. Oh, that's the junction point. Okay. Well, might as well do the battlefield. Enemies from the last dungeon. Oh, great. I died in Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. Fortunately, it just gives you the option to restart the battle you were on. Alright, let's quake these things. Watch it heal them. Actually, weak to it. Wasted that preemptive attack. Special item. Just go back and use that free bed. Really? You want to come with? No, still thinking about going to see Spencer, huh? Okay, I see how it is. Let's get those heal potions one more time while we're here. You just can't get rid of a bomb. Alright, so, on to the next real location, I believe. Which is the Focus Tower. So this is where we started? Kind of? Or we looked at it in the intro, I guess. We didn't actually start in it. So, the floating guy I see down here. these doors you have to hit with a certain weapon, like this one with the sword. Before I go through that, let me just see the other doors here. There's a spell one we might not be able to open yet. Yeah, I guess we can only open the sword one for now. Alright. Actually, no, it's not your weapons, it's the sand coin we got that has the sword on it. That's the coin to open them, and you get one of those when you free one of the crystals. Fire spell. That's cool. I don't think we have a way to get these other chests yet. Let's go back to that battlefield when we have another character. And here she is. He's your grandpa. What kind of guys are you into, Kaylee? Like when Elaine was dating Owen March on Seinfeld. He's 66 years old. To date a 66-year-old woman, she'd have to be vibrant. She'd have to be really vibrant. So vibrant she'd be spinning. See if we can do that. A little bit more on that battlefield now. Tristram and Phoebe both missed their first attack. She didn't miss that one. I probably will do Final Fantasy VI at some point. I know I've mentioned that that's my favorite game of all time. So I'll probably wait a while, because, you know, Chrono Trigger was the last, like, long, epic game. This one will be multiple episodes, too. This will not be as many as Chrono Trigger by any stretch, but I'll wait a while on Final Fantasy VI. Because that's even more of a time commitment than Chrono Trigger was. But I'm sure I will do it eventually, you know, on this show. Alright, one more of these Santa elves here. Oh, no special items, huh? Phoebe comes with a fair amount of magic. Slight spoiler, Phoebe is actually your second character at the end of the game, so I think just about all of the characters join at least twice during the course of the story, but Phoebe is actually the last companion character. Eventually Benjamin will get this cure spell off. Still not yet. Thunder spell does a lot of damage. I guess that's why it's in the wizard spell category instead of just the black magic. She has 3 shots of that left for this battlefield, so... She can even take them out with fire. She has a much higher magic stat than Benjamin does. There we go. enemy. I should have wasted that quake. So it's actually spell slots per category, not per spell. Oop. A black magic on Benjamin. So we'll just clear out as many on this battlefield as we can without needing to heal and restore MP, and then we can go to town and come back to it afterwards. So that's Phoebe's last shot of fire. Shots of her wizard spells left. So we might actually be able to clear this battlefield without needing to refill. Maybe not. But we'll try it anyway. So Benjamin's out. Let's hit that frog first. And Phoebe's out too. Ooh, a magic ring. What's that do? Defense power 3, and I think that protects from silence, maybe? That little symbol below the 3. It's good to have anyway. Alright, so let's drop a save there. In. How much gold do we have, anyway? We have more than enough, I'm sure, but... where does it tell how much money you have? Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. 1100. I actually thought we'd have more than that. Stock up to 99 on our bombs. This is starting to sound like another fetch quest. Tree Cave. Oh, that's a good source of heal potions right there. Plus, Phoebe does have the heal spell, which is, you know, Isuna in other later Final Fantasies. Actually, we didn't have a helmet before, did we? Don't remember what the refreshers do. They look like just a soda can. My tab. I think that's like a warp point. Once you get the right item. In there. That's useful, being able to jump, because, you know, some RPGs, townsfolk will just get in your way and stay there, so it's nice to be able to jump over them. Mario RPG, obviously, you could do that, too. I wasn't huge on the remake of Mario RPG. I love the original version, but I don't know, they made it easier, for sure. And, like, they had triple text, but the game was never really designed to have tandem attacks or triple attacks like Chrono Trigger, so the triple attacks were just kind of tacked on, and they were so powerful that it just made it too easy. I think the graphics looked nice, but I don't know. I think they should have just... I bought the remake. I played it, and I enjoyed it. It was fine, but I feel like it would have been better to just, you know, reissue the original on the Virtual Console on Switch, and then, you know, do a whole new sequel instead of putting in the effort to doing the remake. I mean, I'd like to see a real sequel to Mario RPG. Maybe that's why they did the remake, to test the waters and see if there was enough interest in it, but... Let's see what bombs do to these things. Absolutely nothing. Not quite nothing, but... Certainly not enough to make using that worthwhile. Hedgehog, I guess that's Sonic's cousin with even more attitude, right? They even made him blue. They had to know what they were doing, right? It was like in Uniracers, if you tried to enter your name for your unicycle as Sonic, and it might have... Sega and Tails might have worked for it too. But definitely when you tried to enter your name as Sonic in Uniracers on Super Nintendo, the game would say, that name's not cool enough, and it wouldn't let you use it. battlefield, and I guess it won't let us yet until we go to the wintry cave. So yeah, we'll do the cave first, since we don't have a choice. Okay, so there's a chest there. We'll get that first. Baby. Oh, all that for some bombs we don't need, since we stocked up to 99 already. Alright, let's actually fight these and save some of our magic. Ooh, these things hit hard. At least with that special attack. Oh. I genuinely didn't expect that. feel like this is maybe the way we're supposed to go. In which case I would want to backtrack because we probably missed something, but... Maybe not. Maybe the fact that this is a bomb door means it could be that this is the hidden path or whatever. But... what do you want? Down. You can stay here, but settle down. Wherever you go. Where's this room going? Oh, that's great. Well, that fight could have gone a little better. Probably one more level when Benjamin should be able to start one-shotting these guys. Hopefully. Alright, so that squid thing is probably the boss. Actually, I know the turtle is weak to axe attacks. Oh, these guys are so annoying. That'll do it. Thank you, confused Phoebe. And again, since the enemies aren't random, you don't have to fight all of these I am to get all the experience and gold and everything, but yeah, theoretically you can skip enemies, which is a nice option. And of course there's some you can't skip. I should just noticed Phoebe's taking a beating there. Oh. Just wondering when he would get that next level up. Oh, these things. Let's see how they deal with a bomb. Pretty well. There's the cat claw, see if I can poison them. I did poison them, but... Heavy on magic here. See if I can find a weapon that this thing is weak to. I guess he doesn't really have a specific weakness, but yeah, we can try Quake on him. He's actually strong against that. Got him. Alright, so I guess we just have to fight our way back out. Well, actually we don't. The enemies don't respawn, at least until you leave the dungeon entirely, which is nice. I think we might have missed something in here, too. Not any... I don't think any important items, but... Yeah, we didn't go up here. So, that side doesn't go up. Centaurs are a pain in the ass, aren't they? Especially when they confuse both characters. It's kind of nice when an attack still gets through the confused state. Or two attacks, in this case. Okay, so... bomb door here. Some chests and a bunch of enemies with it. That's actually the boss room down there. Alright, let me heal up a little. Use the heal. I'll have to look up what the refresher does, I don't remember. Apparently the refresher recovers your stats if an enemy lowers one of your stats. unsettled tonight. What are you doing? You don't know. Find some place to relax. Or go play with that new toy I got you. If she's still energetic, I'll go play with her. Play with her after we're done here. Just looking at the clock, I'll probably stop for tonight soon anyway. Stop for part 1, that is. Even target the turtle. See you. You're not distracting at all, Tab. Alright, so where did we come in here? Is it just over here? Yeah, okay. Yeah, like that speed down. I guess the refresher will actually recover that. Barely worth it. Alright, so I think we can go this way. Alright, I think that's everything, so... How do we get out? I think up here? No, we were just there. That's probably the door. No, that's the door we came out from. Yeah. Alright, how the hell do we get out of here? Phoebe, do you have an exit spell or anything? No, she doesn't. Don't make me look up a map, Mystic Quest. Come on. Nope. It's probably over there on the right somehow. Oh. Okay. Alright, that's easier than I thought. There we go. So we could do that battlefield. Might as well. Whoa, what are these? Desert bags, they don't seem like they should be in the winter area or winter level or whatever. So figure out what they're weak to. Again, looking at the clock, turn it off soon for this this first part, but. I thought I'd see if I could wipe them out with a spell, but Benjamin's out of magic. Oh no. At least the slots he has spells on. Alright, so that's it for that battlefield. That wintry cave from the outside kind of looks like Lavos, doesn't it? Alright, so at the inn here. Might as well visit the bomb guy, too. How many do I have currently? 96, I only need 4. Or 3, rather. Okay, so we have to go back to the Libra Temple, I think. So after this little quest is over, we'll call it for the evening. Alright, so, I assume this is the light of the ice pyramid. Let's just see what it looks like. Okay. Alright, yeah, so I'm not going to do this dungeon now. Go back outside, drop a save, and call it for the evening. So, pretty good start for Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. I like this game. I don't know what people's problem with it is. Yes, it's more simplistic than the other Final Fantasies. It's not as deep a story, although it does actually do a couple cool narrative things, which we'll see later on. The battlefields are a little repetitive, admittedly, but, you know, the dungeons are fine. The story, it's kind of, again, standard issue, simplistic. It's kind of fetch quest to fetch quest, but it's fine for what it is. It's supposed to be a beginner's RPG. I say mission accomplished. I don't think this is a bad game at all. I've always had a soft spot for it, and I haven't played it in a long, long time, but I'm enjoying it again so far. So, yeah, I don't have any issues with it. If you haven't played this before, again, I don't think it's on Virtual Console on Switch. I think it was on Wii at one point, and I could be wrong on that. I guess it doesn't matter anymore anyway. But yeah, they just kind of ignore this one, and I don't think that's fair to it. I think, you know, I think this game deserves a little bit more respect than it gets, frankly. So, we'll pick up with more of it sometime soon. Maybe tomorrow, if I have time, I'll, you know, record another session, put it out later in the week, something like that. If not, next quote-unquote weekend, and again, my weekends are Mondays and Tuesdays, so we'll do more of it soon, at any rate. I do still want to do the Oregon Trail. I think I need an HDMI splitter, so I can, you know, have it on the TV. I could play it on handheld mode, you know, just plug the Switch directly into the capture card and play it handheld, but I'd rather have it on the TV, so that would actually be a different setting. The TV that the Switch goes with is out in the living room. I'm on a CRT here in my game room. So yeah, whenever I do Oregon Trail, it might be a different background, and I might do that like in the midst of Mystic Quest, and I, you know, take a session off from this, put in an Oregon Trail session, and, you know, pick up with this afterwards. I'll probably do what I did for Chrono Trigger 2, where I'll have this in the main playlist for DanPlays, and I'll also have a separate playlist just dedicated to this game, so once it's done, they'll all be easy to find. But, yeah, anyway, Mystic Quest, I like it. Hopefully you do too. So yeah, hit like and subscribe if you haven't. Same old spiel everybody else puts out, but, you know, it helps. So, hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.